A very Merry Christmas to all, and welcome to this special festive battle report. The Orcs, led by Meg, and my Blood Angels are both trying to capture an important relic in the form of a Christmas tree. But at the start of each turn, the pesky Red Gobbo is going to rain festive cheer onto everything, whether they like it or not.
Let's start by looking at the Orcs Patrol. We have a Warboss who's clearly a very good boy as he's wearing swanky mega armor. A custom booster blaster who got some new tyres in his stocking. A bubble chucker specifically fitted with a snow cannon. A shock drop dragster who is looking forward to dashing through the snow. A big squad of Orc boys with all their favourite toys, sluggers and choppers, one power claw and a rocket launcher. And are they Santa's little helpers? I hope not, because it's 10 Gretchen.
And hark the Herald Angels sing, we have a patrol of Blood Angels. They're led off by a captain who's got a jump pack in order to be able to keep up with Father Christmas's sleigh. 5 sanguinary guards who are taking walking in the air a little too literally. 5 assault intercessors who are just really looking forward to a good Christmas dinner. And a squad of 6 regular intercessors who are on sprout peeling duty. And let's not forget that pesky Gobbo who'll be showing up throughout today's battle to wreak Christmas havoc. Let's get to it. So the first role in this Gobbo's annual Christmas bonanza is who is deploying first. Meg, you're up first. It's a 6 for me. Ooh, got my Blood Angels dice here. It's a 3. So do you want to deploy first or second?
Second, please.
The Gobbo is watching. Okay, so we've set up with our assault intercessors over here. We've got our regular intercessors with Captain Demiuzefon at the back. And then the Sanguinary Guard are starting in reserves.
So, up this end of the table, we have the Orc deployment. So we've got the Custom Booster Blaster and the Shock Drop Dragster that are sitting on the back line, ready to run up the table? Drive up the table.
Drive hard?
Drive hard up the table. Then next, we've got the Orc boys that are behind this piece of terrain with the Warboss in mega armor. Over here, we've got the Gretchen that are hopefully going to run up the table very slowly because they're not actually that fast. And then hiding, which has never been done before, we've got the Met Gun and his friends who are hopefully ready to shoot down the table through the window. And that's the Orc deployment.
How's their visibility, Meg, on the Met Gun?
Great, really great.
Really good visibility?
Yeah, they can really see everything.
Excellent.
The snow is meaning that they have perfect sight. That's how snow works, right?
Yeah, perfection.
So, first turn roll off.
That's 2 6s in a row. That's
rolling
crazy.
like an orc.
You are rolling
like an orc.
There we go. Do you want first or second turn?
I'll take first turn.
First turn to the Orcs.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the Custom Boost Blaster, who's going to move up the table 12 inches. So he's going to head to there. My Shock Drop Dragster, we want him to, fingers crossed, have Shock Tunnel, so we're going to try and advance him. 6, which means he advances, which means he gets Shock Tunnel. So that means I can set him up anywhere on the battlefield that's more than 9 inches away from any enemy model. So we could go somewhere like here. It's very annoying that that building is there. He's getting him away. So Shock Drop Dragster is now over on that side. My plan of attack is for the Gretchen to go up the table, heading towards the Christmas tree, as I feel like Gretchen carrying the Christmas tree would be the most entertaining outcome from this. So I'm going to advance them up the table to try and get there as quickly as possible. Which is, they're okay. It's not too bad. Could have been worse in terms of advance rolls. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. I'm rolling for the Gobbos Gifts.
Yep.
3.
3.
What's 3?
Let's have a look. So 3 henchmen would be that we restore 3 troops. However, there haven't been any troops destroyed yet. So the only thing is a blast charge under the tree, for which we're going to determine a random unit. We've numbered them from 1 to 9. So reroll.
8.
8.
So the Gretchen take a mortal wound.
Yeah.
Which
so,
means 1 dies.
Yeah. What's he doing to them to make themselves a mortal wound?
He is hitting them over the head with his candy cane grenade.
Nice. 1 mortal wound.
Whoop. So next on the agenda is to move the Warboss and the boys up the battlefield. The standard movement value is 5 inches, so we're going to advance both of them because they're most likely still going to fall behind cover anyway, so they won't be able to shoot. Boys first. 3. Stunning. And then now the war boss. The war boss is going to advance 4 inches, which he's now trapped, so he's not going to advance 4 inches. He's only going to go for 4 movement. I am going to shuffle the Met Gun along, just because in terms of his line of sight at the moment, he can't actively see anything to shoot anyway. From the deployment, where it was 6 inches from, he couldn't go any further to actually be able to see through a window. So he is going to shuffle 3 inches up, so that even if he can't shoot anything this turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether he moves or not, and at least it puts him in a better position for the turn following. So we're going to start with the Shock Jump Dragster shooting into the intercessors. 5 up. 1 hit.
Yep.
1 fail, but the 1 fail doesn't matter because it's unmodified hit roll. So 1 would give him a mortal wound.
3s.
3s.
That's a wound.
Wound, which is -3 AP.
Yep.
And D6 damage.
With a 6 up save, nope. How much damage?
D6.
D6 points of damage, so anything but a 1. Yes! Yeah, that's 1 dead intercessor.
Oh.
If you remember, because it's, yeah.
Stupid intercessor. So next we're shooting with the Custom Booster Blaster into the Assault Intercessors. We are using the Rivet Cannon, which is DACA 9/6, but obviously we're not close enough to quite get that DACA 6. So it is wounding on a 5 up. No.
Hitting on 5.
Hitting on a... That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. We'll take the 1. And then it is Strength 7, Toughness 4, so 3s. Wow, big round fail from the Custom Booster Blaster. He has loaded blanks. They've hit the terrain. Morale for the Gretchen because they lost 1 due to the Red Gobbo. God damn. Aww.
They fail.
They fail. So we'll take this one. Whoop.
And now, how many are left?
So now I need to roll 8 dice to see how many stay. And they're cowardly, so that means that they are going to run away on 1s or 2s.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's only 1.
Just 1, nice.
I will take that. They want to get to the Christmas tree.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It is a Christmas miracle. Okay, so an end of turn overview. We've had some of the Gretchen now run away, so they're looking a little lackluster on their journey to the Christmas tree. We've then got the Shock Jump Dragster, which happily made it down that end of the table, although has not yet done too much damage, but fingers crossed for future turns. We've got the Custom Booster Blaster making his way up the table, and then we've got the boys kind of hiding behind some terrain, to be honest, hoping that they'll get in on the next turn.
At the start of Blood Angels turn 1, so far the Orcs have managed to do more damage to themselves than anything else. We're going to have to start off with looking at the Gobbos Gifts for this turn, and we'll see what happens there. But at the moment we've lost an Intercessor, they've lost 3 Grots, so it's probably actually advantage Orcs now I think about it, but we shall see. So rolling for the Gobbos Gifts at the start of turn 1 for Blood Angels. Oh god, that's an 11. 11 snipers sniping. Let's see how many are within 11 inches. It is the Booster Blaster or the Shock Jump Dragster. Unfortunately, nobody else. And on 1, 2, 3, it's the Custom Booster Blaster. On a 4, 5, 6, the Shock Jump Dragster. It is the Custom Booster Blaster. It's a Strength 5 AP -2 hit. So that means it wounds on a 5. No wounds, so it's all fine. The Gobbo just gets out his sniper rifle and pings off the armor of the Custom Booster Blaster.
The Gobbo's super secret sniper rifle!
And a blast charge under the tree, so we need to randomly determine a unit. It's a 9, that's the Met Gun. And the Met Gun takes a mortal wound. So we're going to start off with the Assault Intercessors, who are going to move up 6 inches. They're tactically advancing. Advance towards the Christmas tree. Next come the regular intercessors. Move straight up towards the shock jump dragster with a hope that they don't fail their charge. And then we'll move the Capitan. Got a jump pack 12 inches. So he's going to jump over here as well. So let's start the shooting phase with Dominion Zephon blamming a bolt pistol into the shock jump dragster, hitting on a 2. That's a hit. And wounding on a 5. No wounds. Next we have the intercessors who are all within half range, so getting rapid fire. There's 5 of them left now, so I'm going to get 10 shots. So 10 shots hitting on 3s, but re-rolling 1s because of the captain. They don't miss while the boss is on. And now wounding again on 5s. That's 1 wound with AP of -1.
So a 4+ save. Aha!
It's a save.
Yes!
Now the assault intercessors are shooting into the shock jump dragster. They've got 5 heavy bolt pistols, which hit on a 3. Okay. And these again wound on a 5. That's 1 more wounds.
Yes!
Oh my goodness, she's rolling like an orc today.
Yes.
So we're going to have Dominion Zephon, the captain, charge into the shock jump dragster. There, he's in.
God, failed.
Do you want to declare Overwatch?
Yeah!
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Cool.
So he is shooting the custom shot rifle first, which is assault 2. So we're looking for 6s. Nope, fine. Then we've got the rocket launcher, which is heavy D3. So, okay, 3. And then 6s. Wow. Stop rolling like an orc. Needed as soon as I needed to.
Just there. We're going to have the intercessors charge in next. That's 6 + 1, 7. I think they're in. Easy in. Snow. No, there is no obstacle to an Astartes. Now time for the fight phase. So we're going to start off using the intercessors. The intercessors a go. So we've got 8 regular intercessors and then 3 power fists from the sergeant. Hitting on 4s for the power fist, 3s for the others, but re-rolling 1s. That's pretty good. So that's a lot of hits. It's going to be 2s for the power fist and 4s for the regular guys. Okay, so that is 5 regular hits and 1 power fist wound.
4-ups. Wow.
That's not the one.
That's savage.
I mean, that is the one. And another one.
Shut
and another
up.
one. And then it's 2 damage from the power fist because no save.
So then that's...
Not yet dead, but 6 wounds taken off means he's down. He's got 2 left.
got 2 left.
2 left.
Savage.
Good job, lads. So they didn't quite manage to take it out, but we have got Dominion Zephon, who's going to try and finish it with his 6 attacks. That is 4 regular attacks, plus 1 from Shock Assault and 1 from the Imperium's Sword Warlord trait. So, hitting on 2s. So, first off, I've got Gift of Foresight, which allows me to reroll 1 hit roll. Back into another one. So, he's going to be wounding on 2s. AP -3, 2 damage. So, any of these go through on 2s. So, the shock jump dragster dies.
So, does he explode? Yes! Yes, he does!
So, let's roll for... Do you want intercessors or the captain first? Intercessors first. D3 mortal wounds. 2.
2. I'll take 2.
2 mortal wounds is enough to take one of them out.
Why does he only have a 1?
Because they got 2 wounds.
And then...
On the captain, this is the one where we really don't want it. Oh, the big 3. So we're gonna put him down to 2 wounds remaining, but the shock jump dragster is no more. That's Blood Angels turn 1. We have moved up our assault intercessors. Our intercessors and captain have gotten into a scrap with the shock jump dragster, but taken a lot of mortal wounds, particularly on that captain. It's pretty worrying, with Orcs turn 2 fast approaching.
So we're now heading into Orcs turn 2. Truly devastated to have lost the shock jump dragster, but at least he went out in full Orky force.
In a bang. Yeah.
In a bang. So now we're going to continue to head towards the Christmas tree and hopefully take out a few more Blood Angels in the process. First up, we're going to move the boys 5 inches, and they're not going to advance, they're just going to continue to shuffle up, stay behind terrain, try and stay safe for as long as possible. No.
No!
No! Defeating the orcs. And then 5 inches for the war boss. That's their movement. The Gretchen also have a movement value of 5 inches, so we are going to advance them to try and get them a little bit closer to that Christmas tree. 9 inches. Oh, look at them go. Look at them go.
So close.
It's so close. It's so far. The custom booster blaster is going to shuffle over here, so he's still in range, but is also in better sight. So I'm going to start with the mech gun first. He is going to shoot into the assault intercessors. No, he's going to shoot into the intercessors.
Yep.
So he is using his bubble checker.
Technically, he can shoot at the captain if you'd like.
Maybe I will shoot into the captain.
Because he is the closest.
He is the closest. We're going to use the bubble checker, which is slightly less fun in 9th edition, but still fun overall. So we're going to roll 1d3 to determine which bubble chucker profile it is. 6. So bubble chucker 3, which is dense bubble, which is a heavy 1. Come on, 4 up.
Yes! A hit.
So strength 10, toughness 4. So 2s.
Yep.
2s.
Come on, big 1.
Come on, 2s. 2s!
Okay. It's a wound.
So it's a wound, so it's AP -4.
So that's pretty bad. That actually puts me onto my 4-up invulnerable. I am wearing the armor Indomitus. So I'm going to pop the armor Indomitus. He's now got a 3+ invulnerable save, and with Gift of Foresight, I can re-roll this. So 3+. Oh, nice.
Damn it.
Saved.
Didn't even need the 3+.
Didn't even need the 3+, but it's worth. I can only do that
Worth
once
the
per
risk.
game. Worth not risking it.
And Custom Booster Blaster is shooting into the intercessors. So he has a rivet cannon. Oh yeah, easily 18. So being within 18 inches means that he is in half range for his rivet cannon, which means he is on DACA 9 rather than DACA 6. So we are rolling 9 shots, hitting on 5 ups. Okay, not the greatest of rolls. So 3s. Oh god, okay, 1. That was 1.
Yep.
Not giving what he needs to give.
What's the AP?
AP is -2.
5 up.
2 damage.
2 damage, that's 1 dead guy.
So in a roundup of the Orcs turn 2, we've got the boys who are still hiding behind terrain. They've slightly moved up the battlefield. With Custom Booster Blaster who shuffle back a bit. The Gretchen are still making their way towards the objective of the little Christmas tree. I say little, but to them it's very big. And then we've got the mech gun that is up here that did try to shoot the captain, but did
You got
fail.
my armor Indomitus.
I did.
Yeah, which is a once per game thing, so.
So I'm glad I got rid of that, but overall, not a whole lot happened in that turn for me.
So it's the start of Blood Angels turn 2. All is merry and bright because the Orcs haven't managed to completely decimate us. And you know what turn 2 means, Megs? Sanguinary Guard coming down. So we'll look at where they're going to go, and then we will we'll play out our turn 2. So starting with the Gobbos Gifts for this turn, we've got an 8. I believe that's 8 nades exploding. So place a blast marker on the center of the battlefield, that's where the Christmas tree is, and it scatters d6 inches in a random direction 8 times. Any unit caught under the blast once scattered suffers d3 mortal wounds. It's 4 inches that way, so no one gets hit. The blast marker lands helplessly, hopelessly in the middle. The Gobbo is very displeased.
I said to throw the grenades at them!
He's not happy. So, and a blast charge under the tree, randomizing a unit. I think it's the Gretchen again. So the 6th one is unfortunately the Gretchen again.
No, but they're making their way to the Christmas tree.
They're going to take a mortal wound. Where do you want them to remove from?
Yeah, you can hit that back one.
This
there,
guy?
Yeah.
So movement, we're going to start off with Dominion Zephon, Captain, jumping over here.
Oh my god, how fast is move?
12, he's got a jump pack.
No.
He's only got 2.
He's gonna take out another car.
I hope so. That's his only mission. We're then going to have these lands move 6 inches over.
Oh no. Surprisingly close to the Christmas tree.
Should we do the assault intercessors while we're here?
Yep.
They're going to be also kind of coming round.
Targeting practice with a mech gun.
And that's true. They're going to execute the plan perfectly though. There is no worry here. My perfectly, expertly trained Space Marines. At the end of my movement, I'm going to bring these guys down over here.
Oh no!
Behind.
See, that's why they're facing backwards.
Lads. Ah, they're prepared.
They were prepared.
So they've got to be outside of 9 inches, which is actually quite far.
Good.
So bolt pistol from Dominion Zephon into the boys first off. Hitting on a 2. Hits. And wounding on a 5. Nope.
Yeah!
Assault intercessors shooting into the Orc boys. 3 of them are in range, so hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the captain, that's all 3 hits. And wounding again on 5s. No, nothing. It's the intercessors into the grots. I don't think they're within half range. That would be 15 inches. I think unfortunately they're all within half range. So it's 6 shots.
Leave the grots alone, alright?
And we're in the, so we're going to be doing 6 shots, hitting on 3s. So re-rolling 1s because of the captain. Yep. So that is 5 hits, and these are strength 4, toughness 2, wounding on 2s. Each one of these is a dead grot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead grots.
No! One guy.
The
on a
miracle
mission.
of Christmas.
He can carry a whole Christmas tree on his own. Absolutely fine.
So we're now going sanguinary guards into the boys with their Angelus pattern bolt guns. Hitting on 3s. And these are strength 4, so wounding on 5s. That's 2 wounds, but they are AP minus 2, which I think is enough to just kill off the 2 Orc boys.
It is. Even though they are facing
That
them.
does make it more difficult for me to charge them. Probably almost
it would.
impossible. So that brings us on to every Blood Angel's favourite phase, the charge phase. Assault intercessors into the custom booster blaster. They need they're 5 inches away, so therefore they'll need a 4 on the dice. I'll do it here. They make it in. Did you want to Overwatch?
I'm going to do Overwatch with the custom booster blaster. So to start with, we've got the burner exhaust, which is assault D6. So D6. Oh. But then these automatically hit. Does that count?
Yeah. So, it's
So that's
auto hits.
two auto hits. So it's strength 4, toughness 4. So wounding on 4s. 1. We'll take 1.
And AP, nothing. So
AP nothing.
3 up. Saved.
Sad times. Then we've got the Grot Blaster, which is pistol 1. Yes.
Hits.
Hits. So that is strength 3, toughness 4, so 5s. Oh, so close. And then we've got the Rivet Cannon, which is 9. Stack a 9. Okay, 1 or 2. That is so sad because there are 4 5s, and
Yeah.
that's so good. And then strength 7, toughness 4, so 3s. Yeah!
2 wounds. What's the AP?
Minus 2.
Minus 2, so 5 ups.
Cries.
Would you believe it's a
Cries.
Christmas miracle?
Cries. And that is my Overwatch.
The captain is charging in. That's going to be enough to make it in. The end of my charge phase, time for the fight phase. So it is the captain into the custom booster blaster. He's got 6 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s. He can re-roll 1 dice because of his gift of foresight for a hit roll, a wound roll, etc. Cool, that is 6 hits. These then wound on 2s because he's +3 from his relic blades, +1 from Imperium sword, which gets him up to strength 8, and then +1 to wound from Blood Angels. And he can re-roll 1 wound roll from gift of foresight. That is 5 wounds at AP minus 3, 2 damage each. So that's 10 wounds. No save. Custom booster blaster, I think, is toast.
So we are rolling for explodes on a 6. The complete opposite, we've got a 1.
Not this time.
Not this time. Fine.
So I'm going to try this charge over here. I think they're between 10 and 11 inches, which means I need to show a just between 10 and 11 inches. So I'll need to show a 9 on the dice with the +1 to charge from Blood Angels. Rolling a 9 or more.
Failed.
I'm going to use a command point reroll. Let's do it. 9-inch charge for Christmas.
So we're now going to roll morale for the one and only Gretchen that is left, who is making his way to that Christmas tree. Come on, lad.
No.
Sad.
He's failed. So,
Off he pops.
alas.
He would have been so great in terms of him as a character, being able to run up the battlefield,
Get the Christmas tree by
get the
himself.
Christmas tree on his own,
Yeah, and then run
bring
away.
it back.
Alas. So, all in all, very successful. These guys shot the pesky Gretchen out of the way of the Christmas tree. The captain did his thing. I'm just going to consolidate him a little bit as well. In towards the orcs. The assault intercessors didn't do anything, but that's fine. They soaked up the overwatch. And yeah, the Sanguinary Guard failed their charge, so they're just chilling back here, but hopefully they'll be able to get amongst it next turn.
So we're at the start of Orcs turn 3. Truly devastated to have lost to Gretchen, really, to be honest. Because
Your favourites.
They are my favourites. I felt like it would be a really great storyline to have them run up the centre of the battlefield, dragging the Christmas tree back. Even better if it had just been one of them to drag the Christmas tree back. Otherwise, to be honest, we're looking a little bit sparse. Obviously we've lost both of the vehicles. We've still got the boys and the Warboss and Mega Armor. They are being surrounded from both sides, so I feel like they are going to be annihilated quite quickly. And then it's just the Met Gun for the win. I don't think the Met Gun can really drag the Christmas tree on their own, so I feel like there might be a war this turn.
Might be a while.
We might be calling a war this turn. But otherwise, it'll be over to the Red Gobbo's Gifts.
It's time for some gifts on turn 3.
Rolling for the Red Gobbo's Gifts. Okay.
10.
10, we haven't had 10 yet. So for a roll of 10, it is 10 grots of sneaking. So 10 pesky grots move the Christmas tree in a random direction.
Yep, 10 inches.
So, am I doing this one?
Yeah, that one, and it's 10 inches.
It's
So
just
you
10
roll it near
inches,
the Christmas tree.
This one. Towards my side.
Towards your side, 10 inches.
Okay.
So follow the arrow, move it 10 inches that way.
Follow the arrow. Taking the snow with him.
Pesky grots. Covered in snow.
Nice.
Sir, there appear to be some grots have stolen the tactical objective. Kill them!
And a blast charge under the tree. So,
Which squad is it?
roll again.
Reroll.
7.
6, 7, it's the Sanguinary Guards.
Yes!
Take a mortal wound. Now they do have 2 wounds each. The banner guy.
Every little helps.
His banner gets caught up in his jetpack.
Nice.
And no caps, no banners.
No caps.
No caps.
So, at the start of my turn, we are declaring a war.
Whoa! Give me a what?
War! So, this then means that he is able to advance and charge. So, we're going to roll for advance. Yes. So that means he can now move 10 inches, which gets him nice and close, which will mean...
Oh, you're going that way. I see.
I wonder why. He's now turned his plan. He has seen new objectives.
I can get them all by myself.
He doesn't need anyone else. And then the boys are going to go the opposite way,
Okay.
in a surprise twist of events.
Are they going to try and charge? Oh, so yeah, they're going to move
They're
first.
just going to move initially.
They
so-
can advance and charge as well.
They can, but I don't think they need to.
They just love playing in the snow, don't
They do. It's, rare for them to see it, so they like to frolic in the snow. That's all my movement, because I have nothing else. So, the Met Gun is shooting into the intercessors. And to start, we roll a d3 to find out what profile we're using for the bubble chucker. Profile 3 again. Dense bubble. So, we have a heavy one. It is a 4-up
Okay.
ballistic.
The
Yes!
hit.
Strength 10, toughness 4. 2s. Just. So it's minus 4 AP.
That's no save.
D3 plus 3 damage.
She's very sad.
Can I roll it just to see
course
what it
you
would have
can.
been? Yeah, it would
No,
have
that's
been
fine.
4.
4 points of damage, which means if just one guy is down.
You're just trying to make the Big Mac move so they can't shoot.
Okay, I accidentally hit the terrain. The Christmas miracle.
So the boys are going to shoot into the assault intercessors.
Ooh,
with their sluggers, and then the rocket launcher is going to use his one shot, one opportunity to go into the captain. Dom's F. Beaky. So we'll start with that. The big boy, the rocket launcher, heavy D3. D3. Nice.
Ooh, baby.
Nicely done, nicely done, nicely done. That's what we want. 6 ups.
6 ups.
Cries in sadness for none of those working.
Yep.
Okay, then sluggers. 10, 11, 12. 6. 5. Ooh, that is a terrible roll.
It's okay. You got
It's
what?
not great.
You got 4 out of 12. That's exactly statistical.
You want better though. You want better than statistics.
Yeah, okay, fine. Can't beat statistics.
Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s.
Yep.
That
is less than statistical.
That's not
That's
great.
unlucky.
1.
Just 1?
Just 1.
AP?
AP. Nothing.
Nothing. And I love it.
Nothing.
In the awkward as well. So this is the 3 up save.
Sad times. So that is all the orc shooting done. We're now going to move on to the charge phase. We're going to start with the war boss in mega armor.
Yep.
So mix it in.
Mix it in. Yep.
Dun 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 dun.
And that means he's going to be getting like extra attacks and all kinds of jazz.
Chip chop.
Yep.
And then up that end, we're also going to charge in.
Yeah.
So
where are you charging? Are you trying to charge both? I'm assuming yes.
I'm trying to charge both, yeah.
Cool. Oh look, they're in.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Tuck you in there, sir. Stunning.
Okay, who's fighting first?
You're gonna interrupt.
I am, of course. So you better pick carefully where you want to fight.
I feel like I should probably do that end first. So we're gonna start with the boys.
Right.
I've separated the boys into who is fighting who. So for the captain, I've got 5 boys that are going to fight directly into the captain, plus the boss knob with his power claw. And then I've got 6 boys on the other side who are going to fight into the assault intercessors.
And the rocket
And
launcher.
the rocket launcher. We're going to go into the captain first.
Okay, so do you want to do the power claw first?
Yeah, we've got 4 attacks from the power claw, hitting on 4 ups. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good. And then we have strength times 2. So strength 10
Yeah.
times against strength
Yeah.
4.
Toughness 4. Yeah.
So strength 10 against toughness 4. So 2s. Nice. 3.
AP minus 3. That puts him to his 4 up invulnerable.
AP minus 3.
4 up invulnerable. I can reroll one of these, but this is from Gift of Foresight. Okay, so I'm going to reroll one from Gift of Foresight.
Guys.
4 up. Yes.
No!
Saved them all. It's okay. You've still got choppers in there.
So we've got, with the orc boys, we've got 20 attacks from their choppers because they have a base attack of 2. They get 1 additional attack with the chopper and then 1 additional from the war. So we are hitting on 3 ups. Each time model with this culture makes a melee attack and a modified hit roll of 6 scores 1 additional hit. 5. So I get 5.
Back in 5 dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
So
on 3 pluses, 16 out of 20 hits.
nice.
Pretty good.
And then it is strength 4, toughness 4.
Strength plus 1 from the charge.
Ah, so strength 5, toughness 4.
Yep.
So hitting on 3s. Okay.
Less good.
Less good in terms of that one, but thankfully I had those additional rolls. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
9 AP minus 1.
AP minus 1 on the chopper.
Yeah.
9 AP minus 1 shots. 9 AP minus 1, so it's the 3 up. Because he's got the 2 up save. Unfortunately, he has failed 4, which means he is deadzo.
Woo!
There we go, Warlord killed.
Yeah! 1 down.
1 down.
Now we're going to fight into the assault intercessors.
Yep.
So is it 6 plus the rocket
6
launcher?
plus the rocket launcher. We're going to have to hope that my avenging angels over here can revenge their fallen comrades, because I don't see
Really
the
hope they
assault
are.
intercessors surviving.
Okay.
They could do, but pretty close.
this is on a 3-up.
Yep, and same thing, look at the 6s. There we go, 5 more back.
5 more back in.
Yep.
It is strength 4, toughness 4.
Strength 5, toughness 4 for the
Strength
charge.
5, yep. Strength 5, toughness 4. So 3s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12. 4 plus saves. We make a fair
did
few.
make a
That's pretty
few.
good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 dead guys so far.
Damn it.
Okay, and now the rocket launcher go.
Yeah, so
He's just got
he
3
just
attacks.
gets his base attacks, right? So
2
2 attacks
1.
plus 1 for the charge.
For the what?
For the what? So rocket launch guy, 3 attacks, 3 ups. Failed. And then strength 5,
5.
toughness 4, so 3s.
Okay, 1. No AP on this one. 3 up. Save.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, but I did lose 2 guys. So I'm interrupting with my Sanguinary Guard. I've got 8 attacks with axes and 12 attacks with swords, all hitting on 2s. Okay. Still alright. We're then going to roll 2 wounds. So the red ones need 3s, the black ones need 4s. That's pretty good. So we've got 5 of each actually. AP minus 2 for the axes, AP minus 3 for the swords, and all 2 damage. 5 AP minus 2 and then 5 AP minus 3. So
Fine,
first
then.
5.
First 5.
So AP minus 2 means that you've failed 2. So
I'm going to do 1 command point reroll.
Yep, you're looking for a 4 up. Yep.
Yes!
Okay, so he's taking 2 damage at the moment.
I'll take that.
And now you've got 5 5-ups.
5 5-ups.
Unfortunately, that's 10 points of damage.
Are you kidding me?
No, they managed to get him. No, you needed those 5-ups. Warboss never got to fight.
No, he did nothing. Pew.
So there we go, we managed to get the Sanguinary Guard, got the Warboss, and it's looking healthy. I'm now going to fight back with my Intercessors into your Orc boys. So I've got a fistful of attacks from my Assault Intercessors back into the boys, hitting on 3s. And then these are Strength 4, Toughness 5, so 5, so 4s, because Blood Angels is drop dice, unfortunately. 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, AP minus 1, so 5 dead orcs. Might want to remove the rocket launcher, because he'll get fewer attacks.
So I'm rolling for morale for the Orc boys. Because we've lost 5 this turn, I need a 2 or less on the dice, which I did not get.
Okay, so one of them runs away automatically.
Okay. So we'll pick this lad. Doop, 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 doop.
Now you need to roll a dice. Are they below half their starting strength? 4, 5, 6, 7. Unfortunately, yes. So that means on 1s or 2s they run away. So roll a dice for each other remaining guy in the squad.
So I need to roll 7 dice on 1s or 2s. They will run away. So only 2.
2 more.
So these 2 will now run away. So for my roundup for the end of turn 3, we're very sad to see the lack of Warboss on the battlefield. Unfortunately, he was taken down before he even really got a chance to do anything.
Hark the Herald.
And then over this side, they did manage to take out the captain from the boys, but they have kind of now got a severe lack of squad. So we are only left with 5 guys, including the boss knob, against 3. To be fair, it's not a Sanguinary Guard. Yeah, I don't think it's looking particularly promising for the Orc boys. And then up here, we've still got the Mech Gun, which has done absolutely nothing really this turn. And that is how we're looking at the end of turn 3.
We're looking in a pretty good position in spite of the loss of the captain. The Sanguinary Guards have made a big impact. Can we claim the Christmas tree for Baal, for Sanguinius? We'll see. Otherwise, we might just have to run those orcs off the table. But you know what we've got to do first, Migs?
What are we going to do first?
The Gobbos Gifts! The Gobbos Gifts. So for the Gobbos Gifts, we're rolling 2 dice. It's a 5. 5 golden things. This looks like good loot. A random unit containing up to 5 models may shoot with ballistic skill 2+ this turn, or attack with a weapon skill of 2+.
Uh-oh.
So we have to randomly select the units.
Okay.
Now, how many units we got on the battlefield? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll re-roll 6s. 5. So for this turn, you can decide you can have a ballistic skill of 2+.
Great.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I'll happily
Why
have
not?
That is the Met gun that now has a ballistic skill of 2+.
Very nice. Shiny, shiny gifts from the Gobbo. Unfortunately, he brings gifts to the nice, but also to the naughty. A blast charge under their feet. Let's do the same thing. 1 to 6. It's 2. That is my assault intercessors who suffer a mortal wound. Right here.
There's one thing I love, it's a good explosion!
So we're going to move the Sanguinary Guard up. They're 12 inches. We're coming, brothers, for Christmas. This is like the relatives coming over for Christmas dinner. They all seem to pile out the woodwork.
Sanguinary Guard always makes me think of the angels in
Doctor Who, because they've got the terrifying like death masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty spooky. The intercessors, moving 6 inches over towards this battle over here. On to my shooting, we're going to have these assault intercessors use their pistols into the combat. So 3 attacks on 3s. And wounding on 5s. That's 2 wounds. AP of -2 because of the assault doctrine, so that's actually 2 dead orcs. Should I remove these 2?
Go for it.
That's it for shooting. So charge phase, first off we'll do the easy one. This is a 5-inch charge, so 4 required on the dice. Intercessors into the boys. Yep, they're in. Now slightly harder, the Sanguinary Guard are trying to get, that's a 10-inch charge, so you need a 10 on the dice with the +1. No, it's between 10 and 11. They need a 9 on the dice with to make this charge. It's a Christmas miracle.
Damn it.
Made it with an 11. It's effectively a 12-inch charge. They may have lost their arms though. I'm going to start off with the Sanguinary Guard, as I think they'll probably do the trick. 3 guys with swords who get 3 attack space, 1 from Shock Assault, 1 from Savage Echoes now. Is that it? 5 attacks? So 15 attacks from the swords first off, hitting on 2s, 5, toughness 5, 4s, 3s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead orcs. So I think they're gone. That was the end of them. Only the Met gun. Now, do you want to call it at this point?
I think we can call it at this point.
Let's move the Christmas tree then over into the middle of this happy group of blood angels. It's covered in snow. They'll gather around here for the Feast of Sanguinala in honor of their Primarch. Okay, he's somehow got a bauble attached to the back of his head.
Fine. Part of what happened when he dragged it over.
So there we go. It's Christmas to the Blood Angels, and let's do a handshake.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game.
A very Merry Christmas to all from Hobby with Ollie, and I hope you're all having a lovely time. And until the next one, my name's been Ollie.
And I'm Meg.
And this has been our hobby, and we'll see you next year.